Thank you for joining us for this educational module on CTSI recruitment assistance. My name is Ashley Regling, and I am the Clinical Recruitment Coordinator for our Clinical and Translational Science Institute, and I will be your presenter for today. Today's topics will include an overview of our CTSI recruitment teams, recruitment planning, recruitment publicity, additional recruitment assistance, and online resources. To begin, we want to provide a brief overview of our CTSI recruitment. So two different cores within our CTSI can provide recruitment assistance. The first is our CTSI Recruitment and Special Populations Core, which is comprised of myself, the Clinical Recruitment Coordinator, and our Special Populations Coordinator. Our CTSI Community Engagement Core can also provide recruitment assistance, focused specifically on how to engage our community, and we have two community engagement specialists that would love to help out your team. Next is recruitment. So there are different types of recruitment planning assistance that the CTSI can provide. The first is helping to draft recruitment grant sections. We can assist with recruitment budget related concerns. We can help to identify recruitment avenues, both in the community and remotely. And we can facilitate connections between your study team and our community partners. One tip we want to provide is that we recommend reaching out as soon as you identify the grant mechanism for your application. The earlier that we can start planning together, the better, to make sure that we develop a sound recruitment plan to help you meet your recruitment and retention goals. Next is recruitment. We have different publicity templates available for all of our study teams to use. The first is our UB branded flyer templates, and those are available in the CTSI Recruitment Resources Toolkit. We also have template language for email and phone scripts, as well as the recruitment IRB protocol section. Then we can also provide assistance with the development of flyer or communication outreach, as well as edit drafted materials that may have already been developed by either yourself or your study team. The CTSI can also provide consultations to help build social media strategies. And we did want to mention that UB does have an endorsed social media vendor called Fahlgren Mortine. Fahlgren Mortine can provide media planning, buying, placement, management of assets, and support media buys. There is a fee associated with using Fahlgren Mortine, so we do recommend reaching out to them during your grant planning phase if you plan on setting up an agreement with the social media vendor. There are a few additional publicity avenues that we wanted to mention. The first is the Participate in Research portal, which is a listing of studies in active recruitment at UB. Then there is the Buffalo Research Registry. This was developed and is maintained by our CTSI Community Engagement Core, and it is a database of people from Western New York who have shown an interest in becoming study volunteers. Then there's Research Match, which was developed by Vanderbilt University, and this is a national registry of people interested in volunteering for research studies. And finally, clinicaltrials.gov, which is a global registry and results database of publicly and privately supported clinical studies involving human participants. One important thing to note is that the Participate in Research portal, the Buffalo Research Registry, and Research Match all require IRB approval, and we can help to facilitate the development of your protocol to make sure that appropriate language is included, as well as your volunteer contact message development. We can also provide additional assistance. There are two other recruitment methods that we wanted to mention. The first is I2B2 and Trinetics. This allows for access to searchable, de-identified clinical patient data, and using I2B2 and Trinetics does require IRB approval. Then there's the Trial Innovation Network, or the TIN. This is a collaborative CTSA program initiative that is focused on connecting researchers to join multi-site trials. So if you are interested in joining a multi-site trial, please let us know and we can check in with the TIN and see if there are any appropriate studies that may fit your expertise. And if you are interested in setting up a multi-site trial yourself, you can arrange for a free consultation with the TIN network to see if their resources would be appropriate for you to use. And then that would also allow you to plan in your budget because there is a fee associated with using the TIN. Two online resources that we wanted to link to. First, the CTSI Recruitment Resources Toolkit that has links to everything I've disclosed in this presentation. And then if you are interested in setting up a consultation with either myself or any of the recruitment teammates, you can submit a CTSI service request right on our CTSI website. I want to thank you for joining me today for this educational module. If you do have any questions or would like to discuss any of these options further, please reach out to us. Our email is ctsiresearch@buffalo.edu. Thank you.